Hello, everyone. I hope that you guys had a wonderful week so far. Right, as you guys can see, look at the economic calendar. We have no news until Thursday, right? And you know how we operate, right? The days that we risk the most will obviously be the days that have the most high impact news events, or the days that have high impact news events, right? On days such as these, right, which is, whenever you see sequential SMT, because it is always there, right? You guys already understand, gaps, liquidity voids, you know what a balanced price range is, you understand what a high probability breaker is, you know all of those simple concepts, you know what a precision swing point is, right? You don't really need to look for gaps anymore. You don't need to do that. At the moment, the main thing that you need to do is wait for what? SMT or sequential SMT. And as long as you have a precision swing point follow, and I'm telling you guys this, right? It's very important, right? It's almost the end of the year. For those of you that can't read price by yourself and you depend on me, it's time for you to not depend on me. It's time for you to do your own thing, right? And of course, we're going to be attempting to predict what the weekly range will do, what will happen Thursday, what will happen for the rest of the week, basically. And most of the analysis that I will be given will be correct because it won't be just one asset, right? And we are way over 75% accurate. So that's just me using the math right there, right? You need to understand sequential SMT and the precision swing point. People come to me, they ask about what's 369, what does it have any significance in trading? Yes, but you don't need to know that right now. You need to understand why price turn. What's the basis of the reversal of price action? What do I always use to determine the reversal of price? What works? What really works? I'm not here, coming to vent, about my problems. No, I'm not here to come talk about anyone else. No, I'm not here to just come and, give you jokes. I'm here to tell you how to do it, to show you how to read price action, right? And don't worry if, you see the messages that I sent in the public group that maybe next year will be the last time that I'm taking people in. That doesn't go for you guys, right? Even if I'm not using Twitter, I'll be using this group, right? And there will be improvements, even if I'm not selling a mentorship. And I will not be doing it for free. Well, I will be doing it for free for you guys, right? But no one else. Because I value my time, right? And I value, respect from people, right? I don't just want to throw, information about and it just fall on deaf ears. If I give you guys something and you decide that you want to go out and make something of yourself bigger than you already are, be my guest, right? As long as you are, crediting me for the things that you learn, that's fine, because truth be told, you'll be learning a lot more stuff, right? Over the years that will be here that you won't be paying for, right? And before looking at the charts, I want to ask if anyone have any questions, right? If you have any questions, what's, bothering you right now? What is something that you can't understand, right? So here's a question right off the bat. Can you explain why these concepts work? Why? Because it's algorithmic. That is the most, the answer that makes the most sense. And of course, these markets run on algorithms, right? But it's just that every time there's sequential SMT, price and discount or premium, and there's a precision swing point, price turns around. Right? Price turns around. 85% of the times, and you can look at it. Check it. And you do realize that it always works most of the times. Like, and this is not me, just trying to mimic anyone else, right? We don't mimic anyone else here because the things that we talk about here is nowhere to be found. Which is why it might take a year or 2 or 3 off to just write a book or something. While still being here, of course. But these things are nowhere. No one ever talked about precision swing points. No one ever talked about quarterly theory. Split in different cycles of time into, quarters. No one talks about sequential SMT. No one knows what a precision gap is. But they work. Right? It's information that if someone tells you about it, you won't believe it, but you just have to see it in action, right? The crap between a swing point when the candle in the middle has not a difference that's still a precision swing point, right? Someone asked that question in my DMs. I did tell him that was a precision swing point. Why was Monday expansion not a factor? It was, right? It did its job, but you have to understand that we didn't have any news events on Tuesday and Wednesday, which makes, price irrational, right? And it's just the fact that it worked. It did work, didn't it? If you held on, you'll be taken out by your stop, but you shouldn't have held on in the first place. They only buy crypto and never sell crypto despite it expecting it to drop. No. So do you guys understand, right? Someone said nuggets in the last few streams and how to read the economic calendar have helped me a lot. Thanks, you're welcome. All right, now I'm going to answer some of these questions within, the lecture that you're going to get right now. So first thing, we're just going to, go over this. Again, we already know what's happening here, right? We won't spend a lot of time here. It's very obvious, right, where price is headed. We are expecting higher prices for the US dollar, low prices for the British pound and euro, right? And someone tapped this question twice, so I'll just answer it. I have spoken with many members, and we are a lot trading the ZA and silver using QTSMT. Would it be possible for you to include those assets on your watch list so we can have the view? Yes, for sure. Yeah, we can do that. Right. So yes, we already know what's happening here, right? Price is going higher, price is going lower here, price is going lower here, right? Why is that? That is because, the higher time frame sequence SMT, which we have been talking about for a long time, right? A long time, over a month, I believe, or almost 2 months, since price was in this consolidation, right? And you can see it's like price gets a squeezing effect, right? A lot of pressure builds when there is sequential SMT. A lot of pressure builds when there's sequential SMT, right? And what causes this pressure to explode, right, is either a lower time frame sequential SMT or a precision swing point. Here you can see that it's very obvious. There is a precision swing point right here, right? So looking at the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the Dow, we can see that this is a up close candle, this is a up close candle, and this is a down closed candle. here, looking at these highs, and the thing that we focus on the most, so you can see my screen. Can you, before I go forward, can you guys see my screen? Everyone can see my screen, right? Okay, good. Okay, you can. Okay, so this is a precision swing point. For the person that can't see it, you should be able to see it in the recording that will be posted afterwards. So yes, this is a precision swing point. It's very obvious, right? Highs, right, are not usually formed like this, like long-term highs, right? So we can expect price to expand, fall within the body of the precision swing point, and expand, to at least 50% of this range, but eventually taking out this high and this high. So we are not, the only time we hold a bias is whenever we see a cracking correlation. So the bias can change at any time, right? It just depends on if there's a cracking correlation or not, right? So here we have precision swing point, precision swing point, precision swing point. We can expect the Dow fill this gap, and obviously these highs to be taken out, right? That's the obvious part. And you can see that before price even, before price even dropped, there was a precision swing point as well. Precision swing points, are more crucial than sequential SMT, right? Especially if you're using a higher time frame cycle, right? And here we'll be looking at, right, the trade that I posted today. We'll be talking about micro entries, which are high frequency as well, right? So here, you can see that here we had SMT, right? This is a 15-second time frame. Price failed to break below this low. Here, it did break below that low. Here, price failed to break below this low. Here, it did break below this low. Right? Right here. Very important. This candle right here. What is it? What time is it? Well, we had to look at the seconds, right? Right? 15 seconds, 46 minutes. Here, 47 minutes, 15 seconds, right? So this is doubling theory into play between minutes. This is high frequency right here, right? So SMT, doubling theory, sequential SMT, right here, this candle right here, that's a precision candle. And once you have price break like this above here, this becomes a high probability breaker. And this right here is a precision breaker, right? Why is that? You already know, once we talk about precision, it ties in with the correlation, which has to do with candles, right? So here you can see right there that the difference in the closures of the candles. So it's very simple to understand the precision swing points, precision candles, precision breakers, precision gaps, right? It's basically the same thing for all of those things, right? And again, we had this breaker form within the lower half of this breaker, right? Which had a confluence, which is why the entry was on this candle right here. Right? Then we just kept going up until now. Right? So this will be, something that you need to take in again. But this is just for people that, we want to know something deeper. We want to know, how do you navigate the seconds time frame? Sequential SMT between minutes on the 15-second time frame. Right? First of all, remember, you must have, price on the higher time frame, going into the order flow that you are seeing the sequential SMT on the lower time frame pointing towards. Only then will you see this type of price action, go in your favor. Here, to the right, Bitcoin to the left, Ethereum. So since the last time, and you can see, and we still have the markings on our charts right here. Still here, right, the markings on our charts. Since we anticipated this shift, which came about from SMT right here, price has not, held back. And why is that? That's due to the fact that we have not yet seen sequential SMT, right? We have not yet seen sequential SMT. As long as there is not sequential SMT, price will definitely continue going higher, right? But here, right, it's cause for concern for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I meant a lower time frame sequential SMT to confirm the higher time frame one. So yeah, that's what I meant for the guy that my friend that just commented. Right, so here we have sequential SMT right here, right now. Right, we're not bulls and we're not bears. Right, we just follow our system, and we do not care about the outcome that we will become emotionally attached to it. Right? I'll say that again. We're never bulls and we're never bears. We're never, just screaming once. So we're just waiting for our system to show us what price might do. Here we have sequential SMT, and we can expect what? A pullback until what? Another sequential SMT. Right? Do you understand that? I'm pretty sure that it's not, foggy or hard to understand. So yes, I do hope that you guys found this useful, right? We will be back here day after tomorrow around the same time, 5:30. Either 5:30 or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It depends on, the time that my son allows me to come, because, what it is. So yes, trends exhaust themselves after, a while. The exhaustion is shown through sequential SMT and confirmed by precision swing points. You need to understand this. I hope that you found this useful. The next time we come, we'll be going in more depth for, in regards to precision swing points. A model in itself that can be used with just precision swing points. So, again, hope that you found this useful. Until I see you again.